comes back.
It's like being reborn.
It's just like being reborn
again and come back to life in another way, in another form.
And I'll fill in the blanks.
I was at the party. I was at the party, and on Goodley, and I noticed was walking out to the front door, and all of a sudden I got hit by a car.
I get there, and there's a priest telling me I need to go in and tell him goodbye. The doctor told me he had a head injury, and I thought, and he had a head injury and two broken legs,
a ruptured spleen, ruptured bladder,
punctured lungs, and broken pelvis. So like day number 3, we're thinking he's going to start coming out of his coma, and he didn't. And day 5 or 6, they told us he had no brain activity at all.
But what happens with neurofeedback is that it helps to balance the brain. It does that by making all the brain waves, including the theta, flow at a certain speed and frequency that match each other so they become balanced. We call it homeostasis. So the body, the brain is happy. Tyler is very good at this. He's been doing it for 2 years. He had much lower scores in the beginning. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Your brain does it faster and faster. Your brain is actually doing all the work. This machine is not doing the work for him. It's just giving him the visual and auditory response so the brain understands when it becomes to a place of balance and he gets that response, then it makes an instantaneous change. And so then you're building new pathways around damaged areas.
Ready to lift up? And 1, 2, 3, step. 2, 3. Perfect. 3.
Right now I'm not walking yet. But I'm getting further. I'm further than I was yesterday. There's a cooked steak. I've never cooked shish kebabs though. Or chicken.
You guys got it under control? Yeah, we're good.
You guys know how to cook shish kebabs, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of get them. You can turn this. Is it on low? It is on low.
We're new at this barbecue.
That one's not even on. Just checking on these. Some of these look done. I think I'm gonna go in and get a pan. Okay.
Cool.
You want to put some sauce on these?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right here.
Making myself that way.
I'm gonna set this over here.
Like building a company for you.
It's not good.
Cool. Building websites. And
Okay. I'm gonna go get a pan for some of them.
Yep. Yeah, because I can do it. Ready, partner? All right.
Good.
Wake up. You swimming, Ty?
Yeah. As much as I can.
Pool getting cold now?
Yeah, I like it cold. 100% cold shit.
Dad, job of
And Dad,
Yeah.
he does all the laundry, he does all the dishes. I mean, and he works 10 hours a day in construction.
And he helps me.
He's built all
walk
this awesome rehab stuff, and he just lets me help him. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tyler. Happy birthday to you. Hey, there you go.
2, 3 extra down in one.
Hope those smoke alarms don't go off. For weeks and weeks, we just, we worked with him the best we could. We learned a lot about brain injury. We brought in tactile things for him to touch. We brought in scents for him to smell. We started focusing on the 5 senses, thinking, okay, if he was a baby, what would we do to, get him stimulated? We brought in sounds, noise, not a lot of noise, but we brought in photos. Once he started opening his eyes, going from one dot on the ceiling to another dot, that to me was progress. And we just were really patient. We just worked really hard with him every day.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Right at your shoulder. Good.
They told us he would never
Brush
brush his
my
own
teeth.
teeth or grocery shop. And
Shave.
that's not the way we wanted this recovery. We didn't want this outcome. We couldn't have this outcome. It just didn't fit into our lifestyle.
It's not in the plan.
It wasn't in our plan, huh?
Cave into the center.
No. And it's been really long and hard. I'm not
Good
saying it's
job.
been easy. But brain injury recovery can happen. It's slow.
Nice.
I tell people it's like watching grass grow, only
Takes
not quite
forever.
so zen.
Push, push, push.
Well, you can either just rise to the occasion and go, okay, this is what has to be done, or you say, I don't have the wherewithal, and this is what can only be done. And that's okay too. I mean, you know what I mean? Everybody, just like brain injury, everybody's different. Every family is different. It takes a whole family dedicated. One person cannot help.
It takes the love of a good family.
Telling them you have to point out the progress, and our motto is every day you do something that you couldn't do yesterday.
Every day is a new day.
Every day is a new day.
Every day is getting better, a little better all the time.